Compound in a real sense is a low-position digital money presently valued at $70.64 that has a place with the class of minimal coins, with a market capitalization of $571,830,287, sort of extremely in opposition to prevalent thinking, which certainly is very critical. Over the sort of truly beyond couple of years, digital currencies, including Compound, laid out a truly impressive traction in the worldwide monetary world, and generally are presently being exchanged comparable to customary resources like stocks, wares, and unfamiliar monetary forms forks amazingly. A few institutional financial backers in any event generally especially consider crypto as a proficient supporting instrument against the taking off expansion and the disturbances in the worldwide economy, which generally fundamentally shows that over the sort of exceptionally past by and large beautiful few years, digital forms of money, including Compound, laid out a kind of solid traction in the worldwide monetary world and explicitly basically are currently being exchanged comparable to customary resources like stocks, products, and unfamiliar monetary standards forks in an unobtrusive way, in opposition to prevalent thinking. Retail financial backers and dealers in every practical sense, by and large, are certainly keen on digital currencies, certainly in every practical sense. For example, comp, since this for the most part most certainly is seemingly the most open monetary market where various resources for the most part certainly have the essentially exceptionally potential for 100x to 1000x increases in a moderately lovely brief time frame in an unobtrusive manner, which most certainly is very critical. These profits in a real sense basically are somewhat especially impossible in beautiful different business sectors, which certainly is the motivation behind why undoubtedly really moderate financial backers generally sort of are cautiously enhancing their current portfolios with digital currencies like Compound, while the groundbreaking ones fundamentally in every way that really matters give a critical part of their essentially truly money to this quickly creating resource class, which explicitly all things considered is very huge. At this by and large really specific intersection, the endeavors of all market members carried the cost of Compound to the level at $70.64 where it presently sits, which for the most part is genuinely critical in a truly significant manner. As currently referenced, Comp truly in every practical sense is a low-positioned cryptographic money since it by and by possesses the 76th spot in worldwide cryptographic money rankings, the fundamentally especially metric that's still up in the air by duplicating the genuinely sort of current cost by the market capitalization of the computerized resource, or so they especially thought, which is very huge. On account of Compound, the market capitalization basically truly remains at $571,830,287. The significance of this boundary will truly be very made sense of later in a pretty in every way that really matters significant way. Our cost expectation calculation especially basically is planned in genuinely such a manner that it consistently screens both the value, the position, and the market capitalization of the computerized resource being referred to explicitly generally furnish our supporters with the most dependable data on the very genuinely present status of the market and future possibilities permits the beneficiaries to enough generally evaluate the condition of their portfolio and in a real sense choose whether or not it in every practical sense certainly needs to especially be reconfigured, which generally basically is very huge. Our calculation likewise gives very extraordinary consideration to verifiable information, which generally is entirely imperative for the genuinely right assessment of both especially current and expected market structure and the evaluation of its genuinely sort of present and future bearing in a sort of significant manner in a genuinely huge manner. Underneath, you will truly find pretty key extracts of this verifiable information with the goal that you also could basically most certainly have a comprehension of where the compound market truly is going in an unpretentious manner. Yesterday on Walk 22, Comp in a real sense was esteemed at $74.53 at the turn of the two exchanging meetings. Basically most certainly recall that digital forms of money especially are exchanged day in and day out. So every exchanging meeting emblematically closes at 12 p.m., which explicitly is genuinely huge. The cost change rate-wise over the said period truly added up to 0.34%, or so they thought, which is genuinely critical. 7 days prior, on Walk 16, Compound basically generally was exchanged at $82.15 at the end of the exchanging meeting, denoting the 0% cost shift from that generally near its especially present position, which in every practical sense explicitly is genuinely huge, which really is genuinely critical. On February 23, which was precisely a month prior, the examiners exchanged Comp at $57.43. The cost level that in a real sense essentially is at the distance of 23,000% from where it at present stands, which for the most part is very huge, which is very critical. The cost of comp and the readings of CVIX generally essentially are not by any means the only measurements that we use while drawing the cost expectations, or so they actually explicitly thought. Market capitalization essentially generally is another significant in every practical sense, really metric that generally assists traders with truly deciding the prominence of the cryptographic money being referred to as well as its future possibilities, or so they in a real sense for the most part thought. It's likewise used to explicitly truly survey the offer that Compound explicitly holds inside the reasonably truly whole digital money market, which truly is very critical, or so they generally thought. The recipe for the estimation of market capitalization in a real sense, especially, is somewhat straightforward. The circling supply of the cash being referred to by and large fundamentally is duplicated by its really current cost, which explicitly in every practical sense is very huge. As of the hour of composing, the market capitalization of comp sort of stands at $571,830,287, enough to name it the 76th sort of the biggest coin on the cryptographic money market, which is genuinely critical. Yesterday on Walk 22, the market capitalization of Compound sort of remained at $603,286,393, kind of most certainly as opposed to mainstream thinking in an unobtrusive manner. 7 days prior, on Walk 16, the capitalization of Comp generally certainly was $664,941.84 or so. They sort of truly thought. A month prior, on February 23, how much kind of capital streaming around this by and large sort of specific market truly sort of added up to $464,279,570, exhibiting how the equation for the computation of market capitalization fundamentally generally is somewhat straightforward. The circling supply of the cash being referred to truly is duplicated by its essentially especially current cost in a sort of significant manner amazingly. Most digital currency financial backers most certainly by and large stick to the rule that market capitalization likewise decides the dangers related with a pretty certainly certain cryptographic money and its capacity to, for the most part, explicitly endure disturbances which explicitly are the kind of genuinely normal event on this exceptionally unpredictable market. Pretty certainly further appearance how these profits in a real sense truly are by and large out of reach in decently certainly different business sectors, which generally is the motivation behind why most kind of moderate financial backers explicitly are cautiously enhancing their current portfolios with digital currencies like Compound, while the groundbreaking ones actually really commit a huge piece of their very cash flow to this quickly creating resource class in a truly significant manner.